Okay, so hey guys, today's video is gonna be a really short video because like I have a lot of stuff to do today, and you're not gonna get a video tomorrow because I kind of have somewhere to be tomorrow, and making a video late last minute's kind of not my thing anymore. So yeah, here we are. So today's video I'll be comparing these two different types of papers, and they are somewhat drastically different based off of this test. They are pretty different. And just to let you guys know, this isn't like anything that's a must. This is just my personal opinion based off of how I believe these are. So I've actually graded them, not really like by percentages, and so I've actually like sorted them out in a way. I'm not sure if you can see it. Somewhere near here you're supposed to be able to. Yes, you can. So I've written like I've written a sign to show which ones are good, bad, and okay. Okay / neutral, meaning like no matter how, they are okay to me. Like they're not up there, but they're not down, if you know what I mean. Anyways, so for the first thing that we'll be looking at is our normal computer / office paper, and everybody has at least used this at least once in their life. And again, this is just graded off of my personal opinion. I'm not saying you shouldn't use it. If you are okay with it totally, yeah, you can go ahead. And I'm not saying that because I use it, you have to use it or anything. I recommend you all give it a try so you can give your own personal opinions. But anyways, so first I tried just normal pencil, and this is an HB2 pencil, which means that it's not gonna like be extremely dark. And what I've realized is that it doesn't really smudge that well on computer paper. Like yes, it smudges, but for the I think it's because of the texture on the computer paper that kind of like grips in the little bits of lead, yes. And yeah, and here for vellum, oh yeah, I probably didn't tell you what I was doing. It's computer paper versus vellum. And yeah, here on vellum, it blends very nicely. And in case you haven't realized by now, vellum has a different color, and it's not really a different color. It's because vellum is somewhat transparent, as you can see. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but yeah, vellum is somewhat transparent, so you can see straight through it. But anyways, pencils work very nicely on it to me. The blend, okay, let me see if I can bring it up a bit more and tilt the light onto it. Yeah, it blends a bit more to me. I'm not sure if this is just because I've kind of been using vellum for a while now, but yeah, it blends a bit more. And now for markers, I'm kind of hurrying this video up now because I've went like 3 or so minutes. So markers, of course, they may look good on this. I give them an okay grade. So pencils on office paper, okay. Pencils on vellum, good. Markers on both of the watermarkers, of course, because I'm a fan of them. Watermarkers on vellum, okay. They are perfect to me. But on office paper, they're okay. Because I tried to keep it for you guys so you can see this, but I'm not sure how well you can, but like the paper is ripping. Of course, if you want to lay down solid colors, that's okay, as long as you don't lay down it too hard, not hard, too much, because this is still liquid, and this kind of paper doesn't wear that well with liquid. But vellum, on the other hand, works nicely. It blends and it looks amazing and phenomenal. Now, for pencil crayons, on this, I gave them a good, and in case you're seeing this little smudge mark right here, I was trying to see if they could blend, because I tried it once to see if crayons could blend on vellum, and it worked. But it didn't work again this time. I guess it's because I did something different, but yeah. But for office paper, oh, and yeah, I gave them an okay grade. Anyways, so for the two of them, I gave them good, because I think they're both good in their own way. Because look, the colors look somewhat brighter on the vellum, and if you should put paper behind this, I'm guaranteeing you that it will look way brighter. But these they look nice, but they leave these little grits in between, and to me that's why I prefer the vellum over it. Now I need to hurry up because I'm at like 5 or so minutes. Now for correction fluid, you probably can't even see it on the office paper because the office paper is colored, but yeah, I give it an okay grade. I'm not sure how well you can see it. Let me see if I can get a shadow for you. Yeah, you can partially see it. I'm not sure exactly how well, but you can kind of see it. But yeah, why did I give vellum such a horrible grade? Because, and you can actually see it, because correction fluid is for correcting mistakes, not for drawing on its own. Of course, I use it a few times for like highlights, but that's not what it's made for, which is why I gave it this X over here. Ignore this. I kind of gave it a good mark, and then I realized what correction fluid actually is for, and yeah. So this to me isn't perfect because if you look at it up close, you can kind of see the difference, but not that well. But anyways, next, alcoholic based markers. I didn't write it like that, but yeah. Anyways, so the colors on this are bright, but markers don't work that well with textured paper. They need smooth paper, which is why on both attempts markers worked perfectly on vellum, because it blended perfectly, and sorry, that's chalk on my hand. It blended perfectly, and yeah, it was just amazing. Now for my pens, and these are my inking pens that I've been using, my Prismacolors, and they work nicely on both, except for on this, because they don't really give that strong of quality on it. I'm not sure if it's just because of how it is, but they leave somewhat of a transparent thing on them, so you can't really see, like, your line art wouldn't be that good on vellum. But if you'd like, trust me, you can still use amazing line arts on vellum. But let me hurry this video up now. Now here, I just had water on the paper, and it is somewhat rough. I'm not sure, well, you can't feel it, but yeah. And I gave it an okay grade because it dried up nicely. And that shows you that if you were to use watercolors, it wouldn't tear the paper. Unlike with office paper, that 7 and everything just blurred out, and the paper just changed. And this is just spritz of water. It wasn't like full-on brush and stroke. It was just spritz of water, and this was what happened. Anyways, next, chalk. Chalk worked okay on both, because it depends on it. To me, really and truly, all of these depend on how you use them and like what you do. But for me, whenever I use chalk, it's normally for just sketching and so, not really blending. So they work okay, but they don't blend that well. They're chalk after all. And when you rub your finger against it, I didn't want to use my finger because I knew my finger would have blended it perfectly. But when you rub other objects against it, it doesn't blend as well as if you use your finger. Now, why? I'm not going to tell you which one is better, because to me, they're both even. But let me show you this amazing trick. Before this video gets to 10 minutes, let me show you this amazing trick you can do. Why vellum and office paper work so well together. And vellum and almost every paper works nicely. Now look at this crappy picture of a bear, right? Say for example, you are having problems with coloring at the moment, and you don't know what colors to use, and you want to try out coloring before you go out and ink. This is where the vellum comes in. And I've actually done this all before, on like earlier. Here you can see the different colors, get a better idea of what colors you want to use, sorry. So that way, when you're doing what you're doing, you can properly choose your colors and get a proper practice. And if you want, like say for example you're doing a video like this and you want to do many options of colors, you could actually just drop your images and just cut fine pieces of vellum and color all over. Okay, and also this works very nicely for animators, like who draw by hand, the ones that do that flippy thingy yeah, this would work very nicely because you could use this as your base and use these and just flip these continuously because they're transparent, as I said. So that's it for today's video, really. It was a somewhat short video. It's like 10 minutes or so. I'm not really counting, but yeah. Thanks for everybody who watched this video. Like and subscribe for more content. And I'm sorry I didn't put out a tutorial on how to draw or anything. This week's kind of hectic, so I have to rush through everything. So yeah, you will be seeing a video Wednesday, I believe, or next week Saturday, but not Sunday. So that's all for now. Later, guys.